Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode here of Talk Tottenham. Here with your host Tom, giving you guys live match reaction from Tottenham's 3-2 victory this evening against Brentford at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tottenham. They just don't make it easy for you ever, do they? They really don't. It's really difficult, I think, to pick the bones out of that one, guys. But I think the emotion and the feeling is just relief, to be honest. After that, I was absolutely pulling my hair out in that first half. I'm sure a lot of you were as well. Going in 1-0 at the break, we just didn't get going, did we? We just couldn't get going all game in that first half, and nothing was really clicking. It was a lot of ticky taka football in the middle of the park. A lot of passing and no real cutting edge at all. And I have no idea what Ange said to the boys at half time, but he's obviously sent an absolute rocket up them because we scored 3 goals in the first 10-15 minutes of that second half. And we just absolutely came out the traps absolutely flying. And that second half that's the type of football that we want to see on a more regular basis. We want to be seeing this type of football more often. That was Ange ball in the second half. But, even with that, we still find a way to kind of make it difficult for ourselves. I mean, I've never seen such a mixed performance from one player that we saw with Destiny Udogie. I mean, to start with the positives, I thought he was absolutely brilliant in that second half. Flying forwards. What did he get? He scored. I'm sure he got he got an assist in there as well. But it was his 2 errors that led to both of Brentford's goals. And the second one is I'm not really. I think in the replay you can kind of see that he said that he hasn't seen Tony there and he's played that pass blind. But it's a terrible back pass, isn't it? There's no getting away from it. And Tony's just got this. It's a good finish from Tony actually, but that really. We didn't need that, and it really just made sure that the last 20 minutes was really, really hairy and nerve-wracking for us. But we held on. I thought we defended pretty well in that second half. Apart from that, big up to the defence tonight. I thought, Romero and Van der Ven were pretty solid. Porro was good again. And, like I say, in that second half, we really sort of turned it on. And I think, after scoring the third and whatever, I kind of felt that we were going to go forward even more. I thought it could end up sort of 5 or 6, really. But I think, look, guys, the fact of the matter is, it's the 3 points. It takes us into the top 4. I'm pretty sure Liverpool have won because they were winning against Chelsea 2-0 last time I checked. So... we keep the gap at 8 points. I'm not for 1 minute saying that we're going to try and chase down Liverpool, but at least it didn't get any further because there was 1 point in that first half where I was just thinking we could be 11 points behind Liverpool by the end of the night, and that would have just been dreadful. It would have been dreadful. But as it happens, we're in the top 4. We're 4th. It was a good performance overall, I thought. And big up to Ange, really, really good, smart substitutions by Ange at half time. I'm not quite sure why Bentancur went off. I really hope that's not an injury. But Skippy went off as well, and I do feel like Højbjerg and Johnson came on and they did make a difference. They really did. Højbjerg played well again, and Johnson was good as well. So, and also, I have to say as well, I thought Timo Werner tonight was brilliant. I really do. I thought he was a threat every time on that left flank. I know Richarlison got man of the match, and also, big up to Richie. That's 7 and 8 now in the Premier League. So that's a good record by any stretch, by any player. But for me, I really thought probably our biggest threat all night was Werner. On that left, I thought he looked really good. He does all the right things, keeps it safe, but his pace is just frightening. There was one moment in the second half where I think he lost the ball, and the ball ran away from him, and the Brentford player definitely had a head start on him, but his pace was absolutely frightening, and he ended up getting back on the ball and won it back for Spurs. And I just think for me, Werner just looks so comfortable out on that left. He really does. I think that's definitely his position, and I'm really excited to see him there. Yeah, he missed a header in the first half where he looked like he could have done better. But yeah, he just looks good. Just looks really, really tidy and composed on that left hand side, and I thought that was really good. Kulusevski, better, definitely better than the City game for sure. But I still feel like there's definitely more to come from Kulu. We were seeing better performances, particularly at Forest recently. But yeah, guys, it's just the overriding feeling is just relief. If we'd lost that game tonight or drawn, just would have been an absolute sucker punch. I'm not for 1 minute looking to disrespect Brentford. They're a good team. They've got a lot of heart, and I thought, especially in that first half, after they scored, they looked pretty good, and they got a lot of confidence from that goal. But in all honesty, guys, drop points tonight would have just been, it's just not what we need. Not with what if we're looking to consolidate the top four and go higher. We're 3 points behind Arsenal. And apparently Arsenal are title challengers and having one of the best seasons ever. So I think the fact that we're only 3 points behind them speaks absolute volumes, and we've still got them to come at home at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So, guys, look, I don't think it's all bad. I know the last result was disappointing in the FA Cup against Manchester City. We didn't really turn up, did we? But the league form all season has been decent in my eyes. And the other thing that I'm going to say as well is we've played 22 games in this season so far, and we've won 13. We've got 42 points out of a possible 44, so we're nearly on 2 points a game. If we manage that, then we could get up to 76 points by the end of the season. Now, guys, I think that is a great return. Spurs' best ever points return was 86 points, actually. I think that was the season that we finished second to Chelsea. But, guys, let's be honest, the stats don't lie. We are doing really, really well in the league at the moment. And I think when you add in the factor and the facts that Kane left in the summer and Spurs were apparently going to be finishing mid-table according to some pundits, I think this is a brilliant effort by the club. And, the team's good. The personnel's good, but as well as Richie's done, and I'm not about to slate Richie, but I've said it in previous videos, I still don't think he's the answer. But I'm very, very happy to be proved wrong, and all the time that he's scoring, I am being proved wrong. So I just feel that if we're going to kick on, next season, and do what we want to do, win trophies and challenge for the league, we're going to probably need more firepower up there. But look, Son's out at the moment. He's going to come back soon. Sar's going to be back for the game against Everton at the weekend. I would put him straight back in, by the way, and partner him with Bentancur in the double pivot. But guys, just absolutely buzzing. And I was down at the pub watching this one. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to kind of see the post-match celebration. So do let me know in the comments if the nightclub returned, because I'm all about the stadium becoming that buzzing atmosphere that we saw earlier on in the season with the crowd and everything. We've lost that in the last few games, and for me, I think that's really important for the rest of the season, is to keep that atmosphere going at the stadium. We've got a game against Everton on Saturday. I think the lunchtime kickoff. Win that, guys, and we're absolutely purring. But that's not going to be easy. You know, Everton away is never an easy game, and I think we've ended up drawing, to be honest, the last few up there. A couple of 0-0 stick out for me, but I feel like the way that we're playing at the moment, or the results, you know, we are in quite good form. I feel like we can go up there with confidence, and then, you know, then we've got the 2 home games against Brighton and Wolves, where, you know, I think there's definitely points available in those games. But, you know, tonight, guys, it was all about the 3 points, you know, to set us off in these next run of fixtures. You know, Brentford, you know, I know that they've been struggling away from home, but they're you know, they're a decent outfit, and they play some pretty good football. And, you know, with Ivan Toney up front, you know, I would swap him for Richie for sure. You know, as well as Richie's playing at the moment, and he got player of the match. I do really rate Ivan Toney, and he's exactly the sort of player that I would be wanting to see Spurs go after. But unfortunately, I think there's going to be a bit of a queue for him if and when he does actually leave Brentford. But guys, I'm signing off now. I really hope you're as happy as I am with Tottenham's result tonight. Into the top 4, guys, above Villa. Villa have had a great season, you know, so we're level on points with them. That means that, you know, we haven't done too bad ourselves. So on to the next one, guys. Everton away on Saturday lunchtime. Video will be out for that later on this week. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please give it a quick subscribe. Do like this video. And as always, come on you Spurs.